And we're back. Darkside Brew Crew's review of Marble's Hellerbock. Coming to you live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're back.
Oh!
All right, Darkside Brew Crew here
Welcome.
with another Boom Video beer review with Aaron, Franz, and Chris Stoutmeister. We are now reviewing the new Hellerbock from Marble Brewing. That will be coming out tomorrow on Wednesday the 7th or 8th, I'm sorry.
8.
So we will be giving this a taste. So I think we're all prepared and ready.
Super ready. I'm stoked. The Black Phillip, though, is kind of my favorite part of this already.
Oh, it's very cool.
Oh, and if you didn't notice, it has a lovely ode to Baphomet on its nose with the infinity and anyway.
That is true.
Just saying.
That is very true.
Just saying.
Marble, how could you?
So many people won't know that while still drinking this beer. It's going to be the best.
I'm all for it. I'm here for it.
Ooh.
That's pretty.
It is pretty. It's actually got like that golden, glorious, weedy color.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Gold.
Oh boy.
Lovely yeast notes on the aroma with a little bit of that lager sulfur, which is perfectly acceptable for the style, with nice floral noble bouquet behind that. And a little bit of the kind of the bready maltiness you get typically from these wonderful German malts too. So
Yeah.
spot on for style as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking the sulfury versus the bready. It's a nice, even combo of the two.
Yeah, and it brings out a nice balance of flavors between either side, because a lot of times these can end up being, this style in particular can end up being a little sweet. This is not the case. It's well balanced. You get the sweetness, you get the lovely breadiness, but you also get the hop notes as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't
like
finish too dry or anything like that either. It's
No, it sticks with you a bit, which I enjoy.
Got a lovely mouthfeel in that sense.
Yeah.
The finish is crisp, but not like overly crisp.
Yeah.
no, definitely balanced finish, I would say.
And crushable.
Yeah. 6% crushable. So.
Darkside Brew
Oh,
Crew.
really?
Yeah, 6%.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's basically like it tastes like a regular German lager, but it's definitely got a bit more of a Bock
Character to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely pick up on that, yeah.
I like that it's not sweet, everything seems like, everyone, let's make a German beer. And it's like, woo.
Yeah, it can be a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Americanized versions of, say, the Märzen and whatnot tend to be way too sweet a lot of the time, when in fact, no, a fest beer should be wonderfully dry, thoroughly drinkable, and then, kind of the same thing here. And this is nail on the head for a Heller or Maibach, Summerbach. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
Great flavorful summertime beer. Summertime German beer.
Yeah. I'm glad that it being July and 100 degrees out, that they went, kind of on the lower end of the spectrum for the style as far as ABV. If you're having this in like April or May for a Maibach or a Hellerbock, 7 to 8% would be kind of acceptable, but at this temperature, hell no.
Yeah. This is something I'd want to sit and drink on a patio and still be okay. Not be like
in a beer
sweating
garden right
profusely
now.
halfway through.
Yeah. Well, when we did a little email interview with John Heine, who's the production manager at Marble 111, as they like to call it, the downtown brewery. And he said that, this was just born out of discussions about like, hey, let's change it up. And I kind of like that Marble has done that this year. They changed up
Mm-hmm.
from just the usual, we've all kind of gotten used to their seasonal menu in terms of can release. And now I like that, Cervezo Skura. I think this is the first year Rita was in cans, but I'm not sure. I know they've had the beer before, but
The Rita?
yeah,
I had that one in a can.
yeah. And now this one. It's good to see that they've kind of, been willing to shake it up at a time when a lot of people are just like, no, let's just stick to our tried and true, because we need every beer to bring back a certain amount of profit to us. So.
Yeah.
And the thing along with that I've noticed is just I think we've all noticed and probably talked about is the influx of German beers that have been coming out, German style beers. You've got this one. We've seen breweries like Ex Novo, who else? La Cumbre. A lot of breweries, Quarter Celtic, I believe. Everyone's been pulling out some traditional German style beers, which is great for the warm weather.
Yeah,
definitely.
Well, and also, cost-wise, looking at your overall cost per batch, doing a German beer versus doing a crazy hazy IPA or something. I mean, it's night and day. You're paying you're paying a little more of a premium for the German grains, which you kind of need for the style, but the hops, like, so many less hops.
I mean, cost-wise, especially with, the state of all the breweries, really, everyone's hurting because of the pandemic. So, why not turn to German beers? I think they're underrated personally. So it's been nice to see a lot of these different breweries taking their shots at these beers that are actually, ask any brewer, this is not an easy style. These are not easy styles to actually to get a good, clean German lager. It's actually tricky.
Yeah.
So, and
to accomplish well.
Yeah, and as far as this one goes, I think that was just very well done.
Yeah, I think it's a win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing guitar with your distortion and wah pedal on versus playing this acoustic. That's kind of the distinction I take between like a stout or a pastry beer or something with all these extra flavors going on. No, with this, it's just naked, bare bones. It's right there. So if there is anything off, then you're going to get it right, right up front. But yeah, no, this is nail on the head. Beautiful. Beautiful.
It's like I'm sure you guys can relate to this. It's like taking a makeup-less selfie. Totally exposed.
Makeup?
Totally exposed.
By which you mean with a beardless selfie? Like,
yeah, you and your baby face. I don't know.
Well,
I know I'm not the only
10
one that
years.
has totally stopped wearing makeup during COVID, which is great. But like, yeah, it's kind of the same thing with these beers. Like you enjoy the bare nakedness of it. When it's done well, you know it, and it hits all the right spots. And I love that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Analogy, yeah, I very much agree with that.
Yeah, you can see how quickly.
Because you also know when it's not done well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with a beer like a big stout, it's easy to disguise maybe something that didn't quite go that great with the recipe or just with the process. But with any kind of simple lager, straightforward German beers, you either pass or fail.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
much more difficult. I think.
We can taste it.
Yeah.
This tastes great. I very much like this, and I'm glad that they put it in cans. That's great too, because I will definitely be picking up more of that.
Yeah, 100%.
I kind of
Are
like.
they doing it on tap at all, or is it just in cans?
They didn't say. I'm gonna guess that it's probably gonna be some on tap, but I think for the most part it'll be primarily a can release.
Okay.
And I like that it's that Marble. Everyone else kind of went to the 16-ounce cans, the 4-packs.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's nice though to still be able to just get the smaller 12-ounce can, the 6-pack, and
Yeah.
I
like the mix.
Yeah, I will grab either.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Sometimes you want a 12, sometimes you want a 16, sometimes you want a whole gallon.
yeah. Just fill the bucket. Fill the bucket. Yeah. But to me, this is the kind of beer you take up and you grab your cooler, you stick a 6-pack of this in, and you get the hell out of Albuquerque and into the mountains this weekend.
This is a fishing. Total fishing.
You hike for a bit, and then you enjoy one of these, and you hike for a bit more.
Yeah, just hike up there in the forest. And think you can just tell yourself, I'm on a Volksmarch.
This will definitely end up in my pack, my next hike here in a few days. So this is definitely going in there.
It's just so clean. Like it just finishes beautifully.
Yeah,
it's very refreshing.
Yep.
I'm getting a little bit of kind of
I could chug it.
A little, as it's warmed up slightly, there's a little sweetness right on the mid palate. It doesn't at all, but it's kind of
just
nice to have that pop in there. It actually reminds me a little bit of the My Bock they did that was draft only there a little while back. So, so to John and the whole Marble staff down at 111, yes, you guys.
Well done.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
We look forward to, if this is your test, baby, we look forward to more German-style beers in cans.
Yes,
and that is coming from the Germans.
Yeah. Before the Germans get here.
We are very judgmental of the German beers. They have to taste like the motherland. I might even give this a crown if I worked for the German government.
Yeah, it might just pass muster. It might.
Yeah.
I think it would stand up with the best.